Hi, it's Anita from ScrappyHappyMommy, and today I'm going to make that deer card that was on my blog a few days ago. For some reason the video didn't turn out, so I'm going to recreate the card today. And what I'm going to use to make that card is my Create a Critter cartridge, and the image I'm going to use is going to be found on page 69. And I'm also going to be using a caption from Mary at Cardz TV. And this set is from the More Critter Captions, and the sentiment I'm going to use today is the "You're Such a Dear." So let's get started. The paper pack I'm using today is found, it's from Recollections, and it's called Fabulous Girl, and I absolutely love this paper pack. I just wish I got a second. It does have some treatments on it, so some glitterized cardstock, but perfect for any little girl in your life or feminine cards. So my card base is a green card base, and I cut it the long way. It is an A2 card, and the card base is from, as I said, it's already from Recollections. My mat is from the Fabulous Girl stack as well, and this is a normal A2 size. And I used chocolate chip for the matte base. And I could put that on normally. So there is that aspect of the card base. For my liners and all the little other strips of paper, my next thing I'm going to put on is pattern paper. And this strip measures 1.5 inches by 4 3/8 of an inch. And of course the matte base would be 1 3/4 by 4 5/8. So put that on next. And for that, it's going to go right in this corner. Okay, so far so good. Now, the little mat that the deer is going to sit on measures 2 3/4, and what I did is took a 1 inch by 2 3/4 strip of green paper, and I just paper tore the top of it to give it a grass feel or a grass look. And I'm going to put that on the bottom, and then this mat is going to adhere to the same green that's found in my card base and all the mats. And this mat base is 2 7/8 all the way around. So there is this card base right there, and that's where it's going to go. And next we're going to look at the deer itself. Now the deer is found on page 69 of the manual, and there it is. And I cut the deer at 2.5 inches. I keep on saying it's a deer, but it's a fawn. So with the deer, the base is from black cardstock, but what I did for the top of the deer and layer 1 and layer 2 is I ran them through my Xyron, and I'm going to add some flocking powder to them. So I'm going to do this deer right here first. Now if you ever used flocking powder before, it can be a hit and a miss. And there it is. And for the lighter color, I'm going to use a Recollections banana flocking powder. And what I'm using for a mat is just an old Cricut mat. And I don't know about you guys, but I just dump a bunch on and go from there. And you just rub it on. Now I like to use my Xyron, and then if there's any spots that need to be filled in, what I do is I take my Zig 2-way gel pen and fill those spots in. And I do have some spots missing on him. So there is the deer base itself, right there, and you can see all the little fuzz on him. And what I would do is I would use one of my Cricut tools. If you didn't have a Cricut tool, then you could use a pair of tweezers or what have you. And then just, you can see on the back, the spot for the eye and for his mouth, I would just clear those out. So I'll be back in a second with my finished product of my deer, and we will go from there. Okay, so I'm back with my finished product of my deer, and as you can see, there is the flocking powder, and it's so fuzzy. I also went and added some glossy accents to his nose and the little bottom of his hooves, and on the back I added some foam tape as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put him down. I love the flocking powder and how much it adds to this card. Now, I did cut out the accessory, and the accessory I cut out at 1.5 inches, and that is the little 3 bunch of flowers. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that down in front of the deer. And also add the flowers. Now when you cut the flowers out, it adds 3 of the exact same color. So if you want different colors, you would have to cut out that image 3 different times. And I like the yellow. I tried to use the same colors that I found in the pattern paper. A yellow, a dark pink to take out the matte colors, and also a purple. So there is that. And to finish that off, I'm going to add just a little bit of white stitching around that, just to add some little dimension to my flowers. Not much, but just a little bit. And I think I'm also going to add a little bit of glitter to the flowers as well. There is glitter. This card strip right here has some treatment on it. But I just love the way that they look. Now, for the sentiment, as mentioned, the sentiment comes from Mary's More Critter Captions, and the sentiment I'm going to use is "You're Such a Dear." I've already gone ahead and cut that out, and the mat is cut out at 1 inch by 1 3/4. And I also cut out for that a pink and also a brown, just to take out similar colors that are found in the card. And that sentiment mat I'm going to put right above the deer, about there. And it doesn't have to be straight. So there it is. The only thing I need to do to finish off is I'm going to add 2 bling to the corner. And I am going to leave the inside blank because I'm unsure of what I'm going to still write at this point. So there is my card, the finished card, and I will have all the details, the mat sizes, and the image at the end. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.